What's going on, guys? Austin AU here. So, today we've got a reaction video. Don't worry, it's not politics, it's not M. Calhoun, um, and actually, it's not any music today. And I actually did some looking. I did some looking around, and there's never been and you know how it used to be a thing for ASMRs, but this one is not an ASMR. It's just a regular old reaction video to wet shaving. And I thought to myself, this would be the first ever one. And we've got Sinatra Lennon, head to head safety razor battle, the Rockwell versus the Merica razor. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Boy, everybody, it's the showdown we've all been waiting for. Which is going to be my new favorite razor, the Rockwell 6S or the Merica razor from Wet Shaving Club, made here in the United States. This one I'm not sure where it's made, but I'm going to put these up against each other because I love them both. They're both fantastic razors, and whichever one you choose, you can't go wrong. All right? So we got some technical data on this stuff. They're both made out of 316 stainless steel. This one is called marine grade in the Merica razor. This is 316L stainless steel. This one's a little bit longer. The Rockwell's just a little bit longer, about a ½ inch longer. This one weighs more. This is 118 grams or 4.16 ounces. The Merica razor is 106 grams or 3.75 ounces. And this one costs $84.99. This one costs $100 US. And the blade gaps are a little different. I'm using the 5 head like I always do, and this one just comes.
Now, just a quick heads up, guys. I know a lot of you are like, "Man, that's a lot of that's a lot of money just for one razor." I want to just stick with Gillette Fusion 5 or Gillette Skin Guard. But here's the thing: you would be saving a lot more money if you bought the safety razor itself and then bought the blades, because for like a 5-pack, like even here, for a 5-pack of blades, even store-bought brand, which to me are pretty good. That's what I've been using in some of my videos. $1. That's pretty cheap. And yet but if you go and you stick with like the Gillette Fusion 5 or the Skin Guard, all those cartridges, 20 and some change. 20 something and some change. What does that tell you?
With one head, so you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. This one is a blade gap of 0.016 inches. This is a blade gap of 0.027, so it's a little bit bigger. But this one shaves beautifully, and I love them both. So I'm glad I don't have to choose and give up one at the end. I just want to put them face to face, head to head, see how they do. This one also comes in other colors, red, black, and blue, as well as this matte. They're both matte finish stainless steel, which I think helps. This one has a little magnet in the bottom. I love that.
I actually would prefer the matte finish, because nothing against my Microtouch 1 or the Q-Shave safety razor, but the only thing that makes it difficult is that almost every time that you're shaving with the safety razor, you have to take, like, not the one you brush your teeth with, obviously, but some sort of little toothbrush to clean off all the grime that's on there. But with the matte finish, you don't really have to worry about that. So, let's see.
See this? Look at that little magnet. Now, they're both 3-piece razors, so I'll show you how to load. I already loaded the Rockwell. I'm going to load the Merica. Look at that.
Merica.
So you can hold on your blade. I wouldn't do this if I were you, but you can if you want to, if you're a weirdo like me. So we got 3 pieces here. The head is 2 pieces. The handle is...
Him saying he's if you're a weirdo. Hey, in the Declaration of Independence, all people are created equal, but at the same time, there's no such thing as normal. Nobody's perfect. No one's even higher or above. And we're special in our own ways.
One. And you stick the razor blade right on there carefully. Put the bottom part of the head and screw it down. Now with both of these, you don't really have to worry too much about the blades lining up. They just kind of seem to do it well on their own. The thing I like about this one is there's no blade overhang on the edges, so you can hold it like this without slicing your fingers open. Don't hold it by the other side because you will slice your finger no matter what. So the head is a little bit thicker on the Rockwell, as you can see. I'm trying to show you. This one has, I think the handle's got a little bit more girth on it. They're pretty close, pretty close. But this one you can tell is heavier. But all right, let's do it. I took a shower, I did my hair. I gotta put some water on my face. I'm gonna lather up.
Okay, if you guys are not aware of his channel, after this, check it out. And most of his videos that involve shaving, he'll talk about, I took a shower, did my hair, put some hot water on my face. The other thing, I truthfully don't mind like the short handles because then you don't have to like. I guess it's just easier for me. I don't know why. I mean, look at these hands. Got a big palm, but skinny fingers.
With the Cella Crema de Barba, one of my favorites. Because when I do these, it's not about the soap, it's not about the brush. I'm gonna use my little Sinatra Lennon signature synthetic. Sinatra Lennon signature synthetic. Say that 6 times fast. And I'm gonna lather up here in the little container, because that's the way I like to do it. Actually, you know what? The cherry smell on this, because this is a couple of years old now, it's kind of faded. I might need to buy some new Cella, because the smell of this is half.
Sorry for pausing so much. I'm just kind of. That's weird.
The fun. All right, there we go. And I did not shave yesterday, so these razors will have something to work with on my face. And I'm going to do one side, the Rockwell, the other side with the Merica. And like I said, I'm not sure where the Rockwell is made.
Again, sorry for pausing so much. I'm just noticing that, and this has happened a few times for me with watching YouTube videos. The sound or the audio and the footage will be kind of off from each other. So if that's bothering you, I'm sorry. Can't help it.
Because it didn't state that it was made in the U.S. or anywhere, and you know, that may not be important to some people, but it is to others. And the Merica razor is handmade in a little machine shop in Pennsylvania, which I think is cool. It's always good to support small businesses, small local businesses, if you're in the area. All right, so what we're going to do is start off with the Rockwell. I've had this for years. The Rockwell company sent this to me. I was sent both of these razors, by the way, so I haven't had to pay the money for it. So once again, $85, $100. But they will last you a lifetime. They're both built like tanks. All right, left side of the face with the Rockwell, just effortless. With 2.5 days of growth or so. Can you hear that? Oh, brand new feather blades in both. Brand new feather blades, each one. First time use. And this is what I love about the Rockwell. The head shape, there's something about, they both have like a flat guard, right? It's not an open comb or anything. And the way the little thing juts out, you see that head shape? It just touches your face in just the right way. And it feels good. It feels like you have control. It is not aggressive. I like to use the 5. You can, if you want to more closely match the blade gap of this one and you buy the 6S, you will get 6 different chances. So if you do with a 3, I believe, it's closer to the blade gap on this. But, I mean, it's great. I know, I'm just fawning over both. What are you even watching this for? You know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know which one I'm going to like the best. But the other thing I like about both is that I barely ever get nicks with either one of them. And that's a plus in my book. I mean, these two are so close. The Rockwell has been kind of like my go-to for like daily shaving, you know, more so than like a vintage one, because they're fairly readily available. And you know, you can't necessarily it's a crapshoot if you're gonna buy a vintage razor, whether it's gonna be a good one or whether it's gonna be a kind of a crummy one. I'm putting some more water in my little bowl down here. So there's the first side with the Rockwell. Now we're going to get the Merica razor, and it's got a little
Merica.
flag on top, but you don't have to get the one with the American flag. And the signature Sinatra Lennon one, I still haven't figured much of that out, but it'll have a little Texas flag on it, as far as I know. So we'll see. This one feels lighter. It feels shorter. Actually, I think I prefer the length of the handle of the Rockwell, and that was the one thing I said if I could change anything about the Merica. Of course, I could take the handle off this and use it with this head. That's the beauty of safety razors, is that all the threading is pretty much standard. So if you have a razor head that you love and a handle that you love, you can stick them together. This one's got a little bit, like I said, a smaller head on it. So
If you guys can't hear the sound of him shaving off that facial hair, I'll put a link in the description to not only his channel but this video specifically, and you guys can hear it for yourself, because it's just so satisfying. It's not that sound like a cartridge razor that's tugging and pulling your hairs, but you can definitely hear the hairs being cut off.
you get a little bit more control under your nose. You know, I'm thinking, now that I'm putting them head to head, I think I prefer the Rockwell feel. But this razor, there's something about the matte finish, and I've said this before in previous videos when I used it. It like grips your skin in a way that feels like it's really getting all the whiskers that you want to get. Which is, there's a little bit of that feel on the Rockwell, but it's more so on this one for some reason. And it's probably the shape of the guard or the head, you know, all these little subtle differences. All right, so there's pass number.
I actually do believe that, because there are times where, like with other safety razors, or even with a straight razor, you have to like pull the skin and then shave. That it's you have to be a lot more careful with those. And I know a lot of people are gonna probably chicken out, saying like, "Oh, I don't want to stick with that because I don't want to cut myself." I understand, but in my opinion, you will, even in 2021, you will have a better shave with a safety razor.
Number one, I mean, I could stop right now. They both feel very good. Now, there's always more here if I go against the grain. I can feel it. But
I can definitely feel your pain on that one, because whenever I'm doing a clean shaven or even trimming the edges of my beard, I have to go another pass on my neck, because it'll definitely give out that neck beard look.
I think the Rockwell's got a little bit closer shave. It's got a bigger blade gap, obviously. I should have used the 3, but I don't know where it is. I put it in the drawer, and I'm not sure where it is. So we're going with what I'm used to with both, because I'm used to using the 5, and I'm going to use the 5. Whether you think that's a completely fair head-to-head, this is more of an exhibition rather than a competition, as David Letterman always used to say. Merely an exhibition, not a competition.
And if there's any of you out there that are watching this and actually do want to try wet shaving, I promise you, if you do the whole 9 yards, not only the safety razor, but a traditional shaving cream or soap, brush, mug, that is one of the things you will enjoy about the one of the best things about the shave, brushing on the lather.
Yeah, this smell of smell of the bottom, no smell of the cherry. It doesn't smell like cherry anymore, dang it, or almonds or whatever it's supposed to smell like. It just smells like a soap, which is fine. But I mean, I got to have my cherry scented soap. All right, back to the Rockwell again, going across the grain, across the face.
It's kind of like with me. Like, I don't mind the smell of William's mug. I don't mind the smell of like minty stuff, like the refreshing mint from Cremo. But I'm more of the bay rum bourbon sort of scent.
Big old ugly mug. Oh, I got some shout outs while we're doing this. Peter in
Ooh.
Denmark. You've been there forever, Peter. Shout out to you.
Good for you, Peter. I'm happy for you.
Ooh, I did get one little nick. Two little nicks. I think it was from the Merica razor.
Now, another thing for anyone that actually is considering using a safety razor, don't think that you're not going to get any nicks on the first try. Because when I got my safety razor and did the whole nine, when I first got my safety razor, I did get a few nicks on my neck, but eventually you'll learn how to be more careful and know what you're doing. So you're not alone.
So already the Rockwell is ahead for not nicking me. Of course, I'm not going to blame the tool. It's a poor craftsman that blames his tools.
Mm-hmm.
Right, folks? Right. Try to teach your kids that. Good luck. All right. And even though the head is bigger on the Rockwell, I don't ever have a problem getting the little tiny whiskers, even shaving down. Like, you know, I'll eventually on the third pass go up like that, but I don't have a problem getting them.
I know with my Microtouch 1, I definitely don't have issues with them. Before I started growing the stash, which I'm trying. um, I never had issues. Like I would kind of hold the skin on tight, and I get it pretty good.
Both fine. This has a magnet in the bottom. How cool is that? I love that. I don't know why. It's something simple. Yeah, this one, you feel more drag on your face from the matte finish. They do feel different.
So
As well they
satisfying.
should. That's kind of a Captain Obvious statement. Oh, those two different razors feel different. Duh. You know what I mean. Right? Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm gonna be a little bit more careful on my chin because that's like that's the most bumpy, weird kind of skin texture on my face is my chin. I think because I had acne in middle school. I was in my mid to late teens. So the weird bumpiness of my skin, and, you know, we all have these different parts on our face and our body that are like, ugh. Don't let it bother you if you can help it. All right. Just, I mean, both sides effortless, but you know, I'm getting, because of the bigger blade gap, I'm getting a better, closer shave on the Rockwell. See, it's making me wish I could find that plate. Let me see. Oh, gosh. I've got so much stuff down there in my drawers, I just can't even tell you. All right, we're just going to keep going, folks. Keep on going. Breathe in some water there. All right. Third pass. However this comes out, I'm going to have a great shave by the end of it. That's really the most important thing. That you have a good, close, comfortable, effortless, enjoyable shave. That's what I'm saying. Whether your soap smells like what you want it to or not. All right. Still lathers beautifully. Cella. Crema de barba. I like saying that. Al olio di mandorla. Something about with oil of, what is mandorla? Is that almond? I could look these things up, you know, but what fun would that be? I like to speculate. Wild, baseless speculations. All right, I got a little nick there. I don't know if, ooh, I got a nick there too. All right. Not too bad in the expected areas. So I'm gonna go, slow down here. I feel like I'm going too fast. Don't go too fast, folks. Take your time when it comes to shaving. Take your time if you can. If you can. can't, that's all right too.
So satisfying.
I love doing this third pass because I can tell that there's still some on there. And I can hear it getting whisked away.
Whisked away.
More shout outs. Oh, hey, shout out to everybody because you're all on the Barbasol Patrol. Shout out to the Barbasol Patrol. I see you in there. Holding it down. Like Flossie Carter. See you in there holding down in the comments. Barbasol Patrol. All right. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do the little problem areas that I always need to do at the end of a shave. Do it right now. Oh, so sweet. $100, man. $100 well spent if you buy one of those.
All right.
Austin AU. Shout out to you, Austin AU. He started watching when he was 16 years of age. Now he's 21. He's all grows up, folks. Austin, you're all grows up. Congratulations. Glad you're...
Oh, I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it, Sinatra. Okay, so in his last video, I did leave a comment, and I said this exactly. Hi, Sinatra Lennon. I've been actually, let me look back. Here it is. I said to him on his video, Rockwell safety razor using the 6 plate and Sterling iced pineapple shaving soap. And my comment said, Hi Sinatra Lennon, I've been watching your videos since I was 16. I'll be 21 in August of this year. You, Geo Fatboy, Kinserves, and many others showed me that you'll get a better shave from a safety razor, and bought my own at 17. I decided to make my own wet shaving videos before I left for Naval Boot Camp, and still make videos to this day. And I even asked, could I have a shout out? And what do you know? He did. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it, Sinatra.
Here. I'm glad you're all here if you take a little bit of time out of your day to watch these rambling, silly videos of mine. And, you know, it's been a crazy
Oh, yeah.
year for everybody, so I hope there's been some little bit of normalcy that you might have, experienced from watching my videos, because I've been, trying to keep them coming out as much as I could. There were only a couple of times where I shifted a day over or something, but...
Like I said before, there's no such thing as normal. And that's another thing too. If you guys do want to watch his videos, like I said, I'll put a link to his channel in the description. That is one thing that he's not exactly like Geo Fatboy, which he's like getting on to the point. But while he's doing this, he is just having a nice conversation with all of his viewers. And it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And it's not just during his shaving videos. He'll do a live stream. He'll be on the porch, having a drink, talking with everybody. And I actually wouldn't mind having a little bit of whiskey with him and puffing on a cigar.
Because I was traveling from somewhere recently, or the snowstorms. Oh my gosh. Seems like a distant memory now, all that snow. All right, who else we got? Oh, well, Pedro Rodriguez in Portugal said he deserves a super shout out. So super shout out to you, Pedro Rodriguez in Portugal. I wish I could speak Portuguese. It's a beautiful, interesting sounding language. I wish I could speak Spanish. So, el shout out super. That's terrible. Anyway, he came up with the idea of the super shout out. So yeah, you can have a super shout out if you want. You can have one of those. Why not? I don't know what it is necessarily, but you got one. Congrats, Pedro. All right. A little blemish on the side of my nose, and I have to take care of.
Ooh.
Okay, what else we got? The problem sections. And then the final touch. Okay.
Excuse me.
Right. Well, let me wash off here. We got 2 more shout outs. 2 more. Dos más. Gabriel Tozzi. Gabriel Tozzi. Shout out to you, or Gabriel, Gabriel, Mr. Tozzi, Miss Tozzi. I'm not sure. Gabriel? Oh man, I'm confused. Shout out to you, GT. That's what I'm gonna call you. Gifted and talented. That's what GT stands for over in the States. You are gifted and talented. All right, let's feel. Man, I'm telling you, I'm feeling a time.
You could tell he's generally a good guy too. Like, you just see how he is with people, and um, you can just tell, like, he's not one of those guys that he doesn't really get into politics. Um, he's not strict with religion, and he just tries to be friendly with his viewers.
A bit more right here, but even with the blade gaps being different, and I don't think I did more shaving on one side than the other. I mean, you can say maybe I did. I'll have to go back and watch the tape, but they feel equivalent smoothness, and that's what's great about both of them. Effortless, smooth. They always give me a good shave. They always feel good. They've been pleasurable since the moment I tried them, and I just don't feel like you can go wrong buying either one. So if I had to choose one, I'm still going to go with the Rockwell. I still love this thing. I love the fact that this is made in America, that I'm going to have a signature version of it hopefully soon, and it's a great razor. And it's a little cheaper. It's $15 cheaper, so there you go. But if you want one in different colors with different, this one comes with 6 different options for blade gap. So think about that. Think about all these things. But there's a magnet in this one. How do they work? Magnets. All right. One last shout out. Ruby Gray. Old Ruby Gray. Sounds like a character out of an old Tom T. Hall song. Old Ruby Gray came down from the mountain. Ooh, maybe a Dolly Parton song? No, Kenny Rogers. That's like Ruby. Don't take your...
Man can definitely sing, that's for sure.
Love the town. That's my Kenny Rogers growl, the sexy growl he does. Him and Conway Twitty. Was Conway Twitty the sexiest country singer of the 70s? I think so. That giant...
That is very debatable, Sinatra Lennon. But it's your opinion.
And afro of his. The Twit Man. All right, everybody. That was great. Do I need something? Yes, I do. And I'm just to make that one guy mad, I'm going to use this again for Ox now because I haven't bought any Cremo. I need to go do that. I need to go do a lot of things, folks. Now that I'm vaccinated, I can get back out there and not worry about it too much. I can go to the post office, get off my lazy rear end, and send out all the things that you all are waiting for. I apologize. I know you're waiting. But look what I got in the mail. Speaking of getting something in the mail, this was on sale for 20 bucks on Amazon. What? It's the King C Gillette double-edged safety razor. Fine.
I have been going to many stores, many stores, and all I found in that sort of packaging is the cartridge razor, the beard trimmer, and that's it. Not even the safety razor. And I'm mad. And I know someone in the comments is going to be like, or someone in general, doesn't necessarily have to be from here. They're going to be like, oh, why don't you just get it from Amazon and whatnot? Because I don't have an Amazon account. I don't even have an eBay account. I mean, yeah, I might order something from like Dr. Squatch, but that's it. Excuse me. So I might do some looking.
Finally, I'm going to get around to reviewing the brand new King C Gillette. $20 right now on Amazon. Check it out. It may have changed already by the time you see this.
That's actually how much the Vanderhagen costs.
So don't get mad at me if it has, but you know, for $10 off, I was like, I gotta try it. People have been asking. Coming up soon. All right, everybody. Have a great day. I'm glad you watched. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. I read them all. Go out and sell and buy one of these razors. They're great. And if you're not satisfied, well then.
Let's see. I'm gonna move it for a minute. Oh, only got 9 seconds. Um, anyways, well, that was the head-to-head safety razor battle, the Rockwell 6S, which is level 6 plate. That's basically what it is, versus the Merica razor. Sinatra Lennon, I appreciate your the shout out to me. Um, I really appreciate it. I appreciate your videos, and that goes along for any wet shaver out there on YouTube. And if you guys are interested in watching his videos, if you enjoy them more than mine, I'll put a link to this video and to his channel down below. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and y'all have a good one.